Day one, living on the property.
It's not happening. Hello and welcome. That was probably an abrupt jump from the last clip you just saw, but wanted to take you back a few weeks so you could see our packing progress. I'm going to be honest, we were sporadically recording throughout this entire moving process. We started downsizing in January of 2022 and moved mid-July. So you'll kind of see this later, but we were just overwhelmed by the amount of things in our house. So it was a very, very long process, but one that needed to be had. By this point in the video that you're seeing, we had already done a first pass through everything, and we're just in that fine-tuning stage of getting everything into bags to actually move it. And of course, we were still searching for those keep or donate items as we went through this final packing process. So here I am just working on all my clothes within our master closet, getting them packed into bags and organizing them for winter versus summer, because I knew a lot of our items weren't going to be in the RV. They'd be in storage. Since this was taking place in July, I was packing away all of my winter clothes. All right, I'm switching gears and I'm about to try and get the rest of the bathroom packed up. Got Harvey helping me out here. What I've got to do today is get all of the products in these cabinets packed up, as long as these drawers. And then we've got this closet over here. So I've got to figure out what all in this closet is going to go into long-term storage and what is going to come into the RV with us. Because we do not have nearly as much storage as we did in this house. So I'm going to get some boxes put together and get rolling. Here I am sorting through all of our bathroom items. Who knew we had so much? I certainly didn't. A lot of the items were expired, so those just went directly into the trash pile. If there were any donatable items like an old knee brace or humidifier or stuff like that, we put those in a separate pile. But right now, just kind of organizing into things that will go directly into the RV versus storage. You know, we'll need Band-Aids, so maybe I'll take 3 boxes, but I didn't take the 20 boxes that we for some reason had. I'm paring down a lot of the cleaning supplies, also paring down extras of things. We tend to buy in bulk, so we had a lot of extra shampoo and body wash, all that kind of stuff. And then just putting those items into totes so I know where to find them in the storage unit, but they're not going to go directly into the RV at the moment. And then just a lot of rearranging and paring down. Our goal throughout all of this is to just be not overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that we have. It's so much to keep track of and everything needs to have its place. And when it doesn't, it mentally taxes me. So really trying to be conscious about what we're keeping and what we're getting rid of. And as you can see, that trash bag behind me is filling up very quickly. Alright, well here I've got the car loaded up with donations. See some giant sloth of pillows, some pictures, you know, all the normal things. It's probably the 5th load I've taken to Goodwill since we started this downsizing process. Every load feels good. It feels good to have less stuff. Something Nick and I are definitely gonna have to work on with the new house. I love garage sailing. He loves doing projects and tinkering in the house. So gonna be a process, but feels good. So let's get these donated. During this time, we also had family helping us do a lot of renovation and upkeep projects on the house. Here, my dad is helping us power wash the deck so we can restain it, which was a huge help. He's done this many times at his own house, so he kind of showed us the ropes. And of course, my favorite part, my cat watching us power wash. Some of the other projects that we did around the house involved fixing our popcorn ceilings, refinishing some of our hardwood floors, painting touch-ups, filling holes, all the little things you do when getting a house ready to sell. And while all of those projects were happening, we continued to downsize in every room, pack up, see what we could get rid of versus what we want to keep as we move from a 3,000 square foot house to a 300 square foot fifth wheel trailer.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
Today is moving day. Got my helpers there behind me. Movers should be here in the next hour. Got everything kind of piled and packed up, ready to go. We also have our pod behind me that we filled and then bought the land and realized they cannot deliver to where we bought. So we're gonna have to have them empty that. And hopefully all of our stuff will fit into the 26-foot truck. Nick's got a lot of big tools that could fill it up the space pretty quickly, so we'll see what happens there. We found a self-storage about 20 minutes from the property, so we're just gonna fill that up. It's a 30-footer, so hopefully all of our stuff fits. We still have so much, I don't understand it. But here we are. So I'm going to take you through the house and show you what the rooms look like right now. So here we've just got a desk and chair. And then over here, we've got all of what was our playroom for the nieces and nephews. And of course, Guster's going to follow me everywhere. I'm going to head upstairs. Up here, we've got just our blanket chest and our queen bed. We don't actually know if our California king is going to fit into our RV, so we're keeping the queen for now. But here's our master bedroom. Mostly a pile of things. Again, we just want to move directly into the RV. And then all of our extra clothes and everything in here. So not too much there. Continuing down the hallway, we've got the guest bath. I've cleared out everything from there. And then here, which was our craft room, got all of my crafts and some overflow blankets, our dog kennels, and my dresser. So really not too bad up here. Let's go down to the basement. It's a bit messy at the moment, but we've been living down here since we sold the house. We got all the carpets replaced upstairs and didn't want to, worry about having those damaged with animals beforehand. So we've got all of this stuff down here. And then here's really where we're going to be focusing today is Nick's workshop. So a lot of bins of random tools and then all of his big shop equipment. And all of the wood that we're going to take with us since that is so expensive right now. We also want to take the shelves with us, so we'll see if we can take those down today and get those moved. Lastly, to the garage. Hi, bud. Got everything piled here. everything on these shelves. Gotta move these maybe back to the fireplace before we head out, and then a lot of this stuff is donates. Oh, and look at that. Movers just showed up. It's about ready to go down. Got our truck filled up. 26 feet. The movers were able to fill up the 26-foot truck today. Oh, and we still have all of this left. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I've been working on getting our pod unpacked. We had a 16-foot pod here that we had filled, and none of it fit into the moving truck, which I was hoping it would. So I'm about done emptying that. I've been working on that for about an hour. Luckily, we did get the movers to move everything from the basement into the garage. So everything left, we don't have to move very far. We just have to load it onto a truck, which is going to be so much easier because the stairs in this house are just a killer, and I'm so glad we are moving or building a single level home and workshops. And then we're gonna have to figure out our next step. If we're renting a U-Haul, or if we're gonna hire the movers for another day and have them fill up their truck again and drive it down to another storage unit that we're gonna have to rent, because I think our 30-foot storage unit is already gonna be full with what we have. So, did not purge nearly as much as we thought we had. We've already purged a lot, but tell you what, these houses just fill up so fast over time. It's crazy. 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house, but we also had a whole basement workshop, 3-car garage, and a big attic space. So honestly, we just didn't realize how much stuff we packed in here over the last 4 years. It just accumulates on a day-to-day basis, and you don't realize it until you've got to move it all. So it's a good realization. Our next home that we're building is going to be much smaller, so it's going to force us to really downsize, and I think that's going to be great for our mental health, honestly. We didn't realize how bad of a situation we had gotten ourselves into. While we still have far more than I want, it's a process. We're here, we're moving out of this house, and we'll take it the next step as it comes. We're gonna finish packing this up tonight, and then we're gonna meet the movers at the storage unit in the morning. We'll meet them out there and get everything unloaded. So, got a big week ahead of us still. Should be pretty smooth sailing from here on out, just once we figure out the RV or the second move. But I'm so ready to be done with this house. It's been great for the last 4 years, but we're really excited for the next adventure. All right, we made it to the storage container. So it's pretty good size. Boys say the cement's nice and cool compared to the outside. It's nice and tall, so we can stack things. So hopefully this will work for everything. But we'll find out soon. Movers are about 10 minutes out. And we have one tiny light bulb.
Oh, wait, it's not on. Let me get
Oh
the
yeah.
lighting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that made a huge difference.
Good.
Look at that. Really lighting the space up. Unloading shouldn't really take all that long today, I don't think. Probably an hour or two
I doubt even
compared
that.
to our, almost 4 or 5 hours yesterday of loading. I want to give a shout out to Moving Pros, which is the moving company we used in Kansas City. They were absolutely fabulous through every step of this process, and I would use them again in a heartbeat. So if you're in the KC area and you have a move coming up, check them out. Got it all packed in there. Still got a lot of height left, but I think it's tough to stack that high with all this stuff that's odd shaped. So I think we're probably gonna have to rent another unit to get the rest of our stuff out here. We're gonna close the doors and head out. On our way to get the RV delivered. We're pulling up to our property for the first time with the boys. What do you guys think? You don't know yet? You're gonna love it so much.
Hop out and open the gate.
Our delivery guy was great. He does this all the time. Said this was not his first pasture drop for an RV, so he's got plenty of experience. Helped us level it out as best we could on the low battery. Yeah, I'm excited to get in there though and check it out. Should we? I'm so excited. I mean, look at this view. How can we not love that view?
You want to see the living space?
Yeah, it's really great right now. It's a wall.
We got to get that battery fixed up.
But once we expand it, here's where we'll be living. And we got a ceiling fan, which I'm very excited for.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I really loved.
I'm so excited.
And I mean, it's, what, 95 degrees out today? And
yeah.
It's not bad. Like, I mean, yeah,
compared
we're sweating,
to what this temperature in city,
yeah,
it's so much more pleasant. I mean, obviously I'm sweating, but that's my life, so that's a different story. But with that breeze, especially,
I'm like, let's open the window.
I know.
It's silly.
Get a nice cross breeze going.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It is. Which way are we facing?
That's south.
We'll have some beautiful sunsets right over there, which I am so looking forward to. I love a good sunset.
The sunrise will be great too, but
yes.
I'm not sure how much of that we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not an early riser. Oh, so
oh my God!
Here. This has been such a long time coming.
I was tentative when it's hard to transition, but sitting here, looking out there, listening to that noise, and it's so much better than I expected.
It's so peaceful.
We got power. Apparently, ran to the corner of the property, so I just have to deliver that power to the RV, and then we also have our generator. So I might be able to do like an overhead cable. The code says 8 feet over your head, so maybe that's the way to go. I've also got the backhoe. I need to get in, figure out if I can dig in this ground with the backhoe.
Yeah.
But if I can, that'll make it easy too, because I only have to go 2 feet down at most.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Bit of a crazy day. We've got movers and roofers. Everybody's making it work, so hopefully at the end of the day we'll have all of our stuff moved and a new roof. Not too shabby. We made it out of the house. It was quite a last minute rush, so we didn't have time to actually record anything. We did it. Whew. It was way more than we thought, but yeah, almost home. We made it. Hauled the U-Haul on our SUV. This trailer in my car, honestly, probably shouldn't have been hauled. It weighed a lot, but we went slow. We made it. That car is a freaking trooper. Moving in the middle of July when it's 100 degrees is not fun. And this week it's supposed to be above 100 the whole week. We've got to get the generator up and running. The battery on the RV is dead. We got a lot of work ahead of us still. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and all we want to do is sleep. Never want to move again. Oh my gosh. First, 2 hours on our property consists of trying to find an adapter.
We had a nice power cable that came with the RV, but it was a 4-prong, and we needed a 3-prong for our generator, which I didn't think to even check. So now we have an adapter, and now it's running, and it's connected, but now we get to wait for the battery to charge before we try to plug anything else in. Because basically, if we try to run the AC at the same time, it's going to overload the generator. If we had like seriously,
it did. Good news is, it's raining here. I don't know if you can kind of tell on the front. For the first time in like a month.
Yeah, it's been a very dry summer.
So good and bad, because at least it's cloudy, but
and I'm wearing
doesn't make it
most of my dinner, so that's good.
Hopefully we can get the AC and running, get it cooled down, and then we'll call it a night.
Yep.
And then we'll work to unpack the trailers tomorrow. Because it has been a week.
It has been a week. Ready for some sleep.
Yeah.
Do it all again tomorrow. Day one, living on the property.
It's not happening. Oh, so many things did not go right, and unfortunately it is way too hot for our cats and dogs. which are all sleeping back here. They're all so worn out. Our generator kept shutting off.
Yeah.
We think it's because the battery was dead and it had to charge that in addition to trying to run the AC. It probably could have done it if we had, you know, maybe the whole day to work on it, but unfortunately the sun is going down and we had to make a decision what to do for the night. So we are driving back, and Nick's mom is going to let us stay at her place for a little while we get our feet under us, because nothing this week went as we had planned.
Yeah.
It's Saturday. We thought we'd be out, totally moved by Monday.
Last Monday.
Yeah, last Monday. We were very overconfident in our abilities to get everything out of the house. So we're gonna be crashing with her for the night, maybe a couple nights, maybe a week. We'll see what happens. Our plan right now is, though, to possibly move the RV off of our property and into an RV park. Our water is, unfortunately, I don't think it's drinkable or usable at this point, which we hadn't anticipated. I think it just sat in the RV park for quite a long time before we bought it, or before they purchased it. So it smells really bad. And with not having any water source on the property, we can't, kind of flush it out with bleach and refill it and clean it.
It's probably, to any of you experienced RV goers, you're probably just like, duh, but
Yeah.
it never even occurred to me that, like, the potable, or, the clean water tank wouldn't be drinkable. So,
Yeah, we're learning as we go. We're gonna get our feet under us. Are we regretting our choices? I don't know. We're still excited for the adventure, but maybe not after, not today.
maybe we'll sleep a little bit and then feel better about it. I mean, we don't feel poorly necessarily, but definitely we came into this a little, glossy,
Naive?
yeah, a little
I
naive.
know, yeah.
Rose-tinted glasses, and
Yeah.
reality slapped us in the face.